If you hate this fandom, then leave. No, seriously, get out. I'm Novely JPEG. I just got off this bench and let's go for a walk. So now, more than ever in the furry fandom, you guys probably hear the common phrase, I hate this place, or what has the furry fandom become, or things of that nature. And my best advice for those people is to get out. There's no one holding you accountable. There's no one holding you back. There's no contract that says you need to be here. So if you really do hate this place, why are you here? Honestly. And I know the people who are gonna leave hate comments are most likely the same people who are complaining about the furry fandom. You probably know them, right? They're like, I hate this place, or why are we doing this, or why are we doing that, etc., etc. And to be honest, I'm confused myself. I don't understand why we do the things we do, but there's a difference between complaining and choosing what you see. And I think now more than ever, we're complaining more than we are coming to a conclusion, if you know what I mean. Apologies if this video isn't well done. It's my first time going off script, especially in VR, and apologies for my voice. I'm a little bit sick. Got a runny nose. So I think two reasons why people hate the fandom is because we're too obsessed in being negative, and most importantly, people don't know where to look. And I think that's one of the big issues. So if you look at twitter.com, now it's X, but let's be real, Musk, we're never calling it X, it's always Twitter. Anyways, if you look at Twitter, you're gonna see a lot of drama and a lot of beef. Beef, not as in chicken. Is chicken beef actually? I don't even know. Beef as in arguments, and a lot of just bad people who shouldn't have a platform. That have a platform because Twitter kind of sucks with this free speech thing. We see a lot of toxicity, especially from the fandom, because almost every week we see a new creator getting into trouble, doing something they probably shouldn't be doing. And a lot of people seem to criticize, and a lot of people seem to hate on it more than we seem to talk about it. We're at a point in our lives where the first response to when someone's in hot waters is to go and bash them instead of discussing the importance. Like a good example would be Heart Fox. We spent so much time talking about this individual saying that they're trash than actually talking about and discussing and disowning zoophilic content. And I'm not even gonna get into that whole debate of what's zoophilic and what's not. There's so many gray areas and everything, and so many people who are just weird about it, that if you support that, okay. I'm not down for that. That is weird. It's still weird to me. But if you want to do it, yeah. I think one of the many excuses why people don't leave the fandom is because that I have friends here, I can't leave them, or I built a reputation for myself online, I can't just give that up. That shouldn't be the case. You can, if you want to leave, don't wait, just go. Because I left the fandom, but I still interact and I still socialize with people who are in there. And I'm pretty sure you guys didn't know I left the furry fandom. And I've been pretty happy about it. If you see me on Twitter, you see I'm not giving my 2 cents into everything. I'm not talking about the latest trend on my YouTube. I'm just making commentary to spark discussion. And I think that's what a lot of us are lacking. We're lacking conversation and we're choosing to argue. And that shouldn't be the case. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't criticize creators. We do have a right to criticize and bash creators who are doing awful things. But, big but, we shouldn't let that take over our enjoyment. Because at the end of the day, the furry fandom is a hobby. Whether you see it as one or you don't see it as one, it's a hobby. I know some people make a lot of money off the furry fandom, and I congratulate you guys. You guys really beat the market, the 1%. But let's be real. For you guys who are giving your 2 cents into everything on Twitter, are you really happy with yourself? Do you enjoy it? And if you're criticizing everyone online, are you a person who says they hate the fandom? Because that goes into my second reasoning. You guys don't know where to look for positivity. And I think a lot of people let negativity impact their enjoyment, that all we see the fandom as is negative because we're interacting with just the bad things. I think a good YouTube channel is, sorry if I butchered this name, Taboo Taboo Tab Tabo Meek Rat. Apologies for butchering that name, my dude. You're pretty chill. You're one of the greats. I feel like if you take a look at his channel, which will be linked in the description, you see how there is a lot of positivity in the fandom. There is people doing good things in the fandom. There's a lot of charity that's going inside the fandom. Why are we choosing to hate the fandom and overlooking the good that happens? If you guys really do hate the fandom, there's no stopping you. If you hate being here, then you hate being here. I suggest you should at least take a little break. Stop replying to everything. Stop looking at all of the negativity. Block lists do exist. And I know people who use block lists to avoid seeing all that toxic energy, aura, whatever you want to call it. But block lists do help. It does help you stop interacting with such a toxic environment. This is just a rant. I'm 99.9% sure you guys don't understand what I mean. But basically, if you hate the fandom, you're not looking at the right places. If you're complaining about every single drama and every single thing that goes on in the fandom, then you're not really enjoying yourself, are you? You're just complaining at the end of the day. I don't know how to end this. Keep life lovely. And this is Novely. Logging off. I don't know if that makes sense, but we're gonna make this into a video.